recent polling shows that about 49% of Californians feel like they're falling behind, and only 15% think they're actually getting ahead. What would you do as president to address those issues?
You mean to talk about economically?
Economically.
Well, you know, I just believe we got to have policies that, you know, I was on an airplane the other day. By the way, I'm for a passenger bill of rights after my constant rides on commercial airlines. They don't tell you anything, you're late, you're stuck there. We got to talk about issues like that, just like a transportation policy. And so I'm sitting with this woman, and she says to me, you know, I'm a researcher, socialist, and I am middle class, and I feel I'm paying for the poor and the rich. That's what she said to me. So obviously tax equity, tax fairness, but also I would use the tax code to reward those companies and people that are producing jobs or going to school. I would, in California, obviously you have to start with increasing the minimum wage, which you have done, right? Is that the law now?
They just raised it $2.
Has it
They
been
increased it.
implemented?
Yeah, they
Once
$1 this year and one the start of next.
You know, I would start, I would focus on California's strengths. I mean, your strengths are biotechnology. I would look at your tax structure. You know, we're taking a lot of your people because your state income tax and your business taxes are a bit uncompetitive. I would find ways, again, to reward companies that hire over the prevailing wage. I would, obviously, a national health care plan would help with health care coverage, which is a huge strain with the middle class. You have a lot of aerospace, you have a lot of people that have pension problems because of the nature of your economy. I think there's got to be more pension protection. You've got a lot of people here that, look, the key to everything is education in my journey. Train our workers better, find ways to give students a national scholarship plan, not just to go to college, but community college, vocational training. And then you're going to ask me, and I hope you do, how do you pay for this? How do you pay for all this? Well, this is how I would. I would have a constitutional amendment to balance the budget. Obviously not in time of war or recession, but you know, have a plan, 10 years. This has been proposed before. I voted for one in Congress. I have to do it as a governor. I got to run a state. I run a state. I've run a bureaucracy of 110,000 in energy. I'd have a line item veto, allowing the president to veto pork projects. I would eliminate earmarks, which are not going to be popular with the Congress, but there's billions of dollars. I would deal with corporate welfare. Eliminate the tax breaks for companies, take jobs overseas. I would also have what is called pay-as-you-go policies. This is what we did in the Clinton administration, which allowed us, by the way, to have a surplus, and we balance the budget. Pay-as-you-go means you start any new program, you cut any taxes, in the same budget, you plan you pay for it. I would restructure, as I said, the Bush tax cuts to focus on those that produce jobs. I would also reorder priorities. I mean, you got to look at. I mean, my priorities are human. They're human needs. They're education. They're health care. They're training people. They're environmental protection. But I'm an economic growth Democrat. My every solution is not to tax the rich. My every solution is to use, is to motivate business, build coalitions, bring churches and communities, and like I've done in New Mexico, together to improve schools. Education would be huge for me. I'd start at preschool. I'd have full-day kindergarten. I'd extend the school day. I'd extend the school year. I'd pay our teachers better. I'd have minimum wage for teachers, but with accountability. I have a goal of 15 years. Today, what are we, 28, 29, science and math, high school? I would go to 15 years, we should be #1. We have a crash program, and that's going to take R&D. That's going to take investing in science. That's going to take investing in people.